Hey, I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about finding your path in life. I think it's important for all of us right now, in the midst of all the chaos in the world, if we can find our own path, the thing that gives us the most joy, the most pleasure, the most excitement, the most reason for being, that is going to make up for all the madness that's happening right now. And I think that we are all capable of finding our path. I'm pretty sure every single one of us has one. I haven't met anyone who doesn't have one that I can think of. And not that we all know what that path is, or that it's a super important seeming path, or, that we're meant to do something amazing and great. I mean, there are people in the world who are meant to come in and do something very big and bold. And then there are people who have a path that's just following through and following what feels best for them in that moment and getting a lot of satisfaction and love from that path. So this video is going to be how to get there. How do we find our path? And I have a specific thing that I do besides the fact that I have a pretty good ability to hear things inside my mind, and also I get direct ideas and knowings inside my mind. I've practiced a long time to get there. I didn't always have that, but I do know that it's a valuable gift, and I think that we all have gifts, but we probably haven't paid enough attention to them to know that they're our way of knowing something. So the way we find our path is to think about the thing that makes you feel the best in the world. What do you love talking about? What do you love actually practicing? What do you love learning more about? What do you love doing? Now, a lot of people that I talk to in my practice will say, well, I just don't know what I want. And I believe that if we ask ourselves enough questions, if we ask ourselves the questions like, what makes me feel the best? That it's not that we don't know what our path is, or that we don't know what we would love to do. It's that we have little blocks in the way that are keeping us from moving forward with it because, well, like one of the big things is I couldn't make a living doing that. Or I'd love to go to school for that, but I never got my GED. Well, I would really love to do that, but I just don't know enough to do that. Well, these are all blocks that we put in our way. They're just small, seemingly insignificant ideas that we have in our mind that keep us from following our path. And the path changes along the way. You might want to be doing one thing now, and it's actually getting you ready for another part of your path in the future, so that you're ready to do what it is that you were ultimately here to come for. So in this world of chaos and madness, it's really important to find our path. I just don't think it's enough for us to just sit back and experience life through all the information that comes to us. I think that we need to stop and be present with ourselves, away from reports and other people's ideas and all the other things that are going on in the world, and just see what's possible for me now. What would I love to do right now? And maybe it's just sit down and do some kind of weird drawing that you've always wanted to do, or start to write a book that you never thought that you could write. Maybe just start talking into a microphone about this story, or read a few stories that are similar to the one that you might want to write, but also shows you how someone actually writes something and makes it interesting and followable and understandable. So, I mean, there's little things that we could be doing every day that lead us on the path that gives us a purpose and joy and excitement in life. and we're only stopping ourselves. So to be curious about what that thing is, and then ask yourself, why aren't I doing that? Why aren't I following that? Why aren't I moving in that direction? And write them down. Just write them down. Because once you write them down, they're out of your head, and maybe you can do something about it. Maybe you can talk to someone about it. Maybe you can come to a clearer understanding of how to get that out of your way so that you can enjoy your life more. You can be more positive. You can be a light in the world that we're all meant to be. Maybe you can affect someone else's life just by moving forward yourself. So this is what I wanted to talk about. And I'm hoping that you got some inspiration here to ask yourself a few questions. What do you love to do? What would you love to be doing if you could make a living at it? What gives you the most joy and the most excitement? And then see how you could find a way through all the obstacles, all the, wait a minute, I can't do that, so that you can move forward and start living that life. Be the person you've always wanted to be. All right. I know that was a little out there, but I'm hoping everybody gets a little something out of this video, and ask yourself a few questions that could really improve how you live your life and become more fulfilled in what you're doing in your life. All right. That's the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you at the next video.